Hello, church family, Good News Baptist and First Baptist. And those of you watching this video out there, we want to welcome you to another Take 5 for this week. We want to continue with our study from the book of Ephesians, where we talk about finding joy in uncertain times. And today we want to talk about how Paul glorified Christ through service. And if I should ask the question, what are you living for? Can it be better to die than live? You see, Paul's purpose in living here on earth was to serve others and through Christ. He said in verse 22, he said, if I'm to go on living in the body, this will mean fruitful labor for me. It means that he will be visiting his Philippians friends again to serve them. This is work to be there. There is work to be done, and Paul shows how he was ready and how we can follow similar example and do such as he did. He was committed to serving others while he was here on earth. And this is why he says in verse 23, he said, I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is far better. From that standpoint, we see that Paul personal welfare, his personal life, would prefer being with Christ. All his problem will be over, right? If he be with Christ. No more headaches, no more pain, no more heartaches. But Paul is not he's not proclaiming his desire to be with the Lord because he has hatred for life. No. His attitude is no way like an escape route from his pain from this life, the life he found himself. Remember now, Paul was in prison. So rather, Paul has an understanding of his life's goal, and that is he knows that life ultimately is about living for Christ. So he is ready to serve others regardless of the outcome of his circumstances. Paul has the deep longing for heaven. From the passage we read, there is work that needs to be done. Even though Paul want to be with Christ, but there's work to be done on earth. So he knows that God has work for him in advancing the gospel. That's why in verse 25 we see that Paul decided to remain and continue that good work. Now, his decision was not based on his welfare or his comfort, but the opportunity to serve is what kept Paul or mindset of staying with the brethren, to serve, to proclaim, to carry on the good work. That was an opportunity. Sometimes the opportunity for us to serve can be given us, but we seek to serve ourselves, to please ourselves, more than to serve others, than to serve Christ. And in Matthew 20:28, we read that the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many. We need to be like intentional in serving others because our natural tendency is to be served. We can serve by sharing resources, offering our skills, visiting the sick, sharing the gospel, leading group ministry in our church and other areas. That's the work of God going on. And that's what Paul was eager about. And Paul's decision to serve was something that he saw was an opportunity, even though he was in prison. And not because he was in prison, so he was saying that to find a way out, but that was his heart desire. Paul had great confidence he would be released. He desired to be released that he might once again minister to the Philippians so that progress could be made in the work of God, in the believer, that they will progress in the faith, they will progress in the word of God, they will progress in obedience and be fruitful in whatever doing. And that's why I just want to encourage us tonight. What are you living for? Can it be better Can it be better to die than live? It can be better in both ways, but our almost desire should be to serve. I want to encourage you. God bless you.